So 2025, I'd say has been a very very good year in terms of champions for MCOC this year, well, especially compared to last year's first few champions. Because my god, some of them were they weren't there. Um, so I'm going to be doing my top five favorite champions of 2025 so far. Now, it's a disclaimer: this is not like objectively who is the best, because this is personally who I like to play so far this year and who I have enjoyed and who I have seen either destroy me in battlegrounds or has done really well for me on defense, or I've just seen some great things from them throughout the community and in my alliance as well. So, a couple of honorable mentions. Um, Okoye would have made this list if some other champions hadn't been released this year, because Okoye, not to mention all of her bugs that she's had, she's like one of the buggiest champions we've had in a very, very long time, if the buggiest champion of the year. But she's still very, very good. Very simple to play, which I like a lot as well, because sometimes the character rotation get very complicated. Um, Nico, I've seen some great things from Nico, for those who have her. Obviously, Dark Phoenix, the Heart of Fire Chase champion, of which we are getting too many of these events, but that's probably a topic for another day. Um, and obviously, I can't speak on High Evolutionary or the Maker because they're not out yet, but I will say I like the look of High Evolutionary. He looks like a character that's kind of up my alley. And the Maker looks like a more like what's the word I'm looking for? It looks like a bit of a faster version of Mr. Fantastic, but he got some decent utility from his pre-fights from the deep dives looks as well. But I do like the look of High Evolutionary. So with that being said, let's get into my number five, of which is the only character that I have as a 7-star from 2025 so far, and that is Arnim Zola. Now, the reason I like him, and I'm sure a lot of the community likes him, is because he is an annoying defender, but he's not bullshit like Serpent is, or, well, I would say Bullseye, but Bullseye, there's a lot more counters to him now. Excuse me. But, Zola's just, he is annoying, but it's fair, if that makes any sense. So I don't quite know how to explain it, because I think it's because you can play around his BS, Zola. You can't really do that with Serpent. So obviously he has non-contact on his first medium, so he's kind of annoying to heavy punish him with, because that's what you need to do with Zola, to keep his ESP charges down, because otherwise you get put to sleep, and then he can hit you and do all that lovely fun stuff. He's also got Cowardice as well when the opponent is launching a special attack, so good luck fighting this guy with champions who have high special damage to get the fight down. So that's why he's good as well. But you can. I don't use him on attack mainly because he's not awakened. Because his awaken ability, when the disintegration debuffs are removed, they deal a burst damage. But I don't have him awakened, and he's also a lot easier to play thanks to being unblockable when you strike a sleeping opponent. So that helps with his rotation as well. But yeah, great defender. Some decent utility. I didn't even mention the special 1 and special 2 locks that you can do on the opponent when using him, so that's a great piece of utility as well. So that is why Zola is a number 5 for me. Great defensive champion, not BS, you can play around it, and some interesting utility and a very unique playstyle as well, I will say, on attack too. Now, number 4 for me is Jean Grey. I've wanted this character to come to the game for a very, very long time. It still amazes me that we got Phoenix first before her, but nonetheless, she is here, and I really, really like her. I think she's going to be she is a great two-way champion. I had my butt kicked by her in an alliance war once or twice with people who have her Haven't seen her too much in Battlegrounds. But the ones I do, they have either like 6-star max sig ascended or like 7-star rank 3, rank 4. So I think with people who like her, really, really like her from what I've seen. And I think I'm going to be one of those people because that force field is a great piece of kit. When Jean starts each fight with she starts each fight with a force field, strength equal to 10% of her max health, which is nice, and can't be affected by ability accuracy. And the force field takes up 90% of the damage, and when it expires, 30% delirium passive is put on the opponent for 8 seconds. I think it's a 50%. I think it's a 50% chance. When excuse me, on defense, if I remember correctly, so that can trip you up if you're not reverse controls immune. Yeah. So that's nice. Her uncanny passives as well, which lower the cost of the specials, is nice. She's got Neuroshocks, which no one is immune to until the Maker comes out in July, because he's the first character to be Neuroshock immune. And yeah, she's got great red damage numbers as well. And yeah, I just really like her. Like, if I didn't take up some other characters which I like a lot more, she'd probably be rank 5, 6, 200 and ascended at this point. But there are other characters that I have, which you've probably already seen given my roster, that I like a lot more. But yeah, Jean Grey, I think she's great. We can't wait to get her ranked up once I get the catalysts. Unless I get her as a 7-star first, which I really, really hope I do, because then I can just focus all my energy onto the 7-star rather than the 6-star. But moving on to a character that I don't have and I really, really want, and that is Yelena coming in at number 3. Now, I think she's probably the character, aside from Zola, that's had the most impact on the game, especially recently. Especially with that invade meta for the final 2 weeks of a previous Battleground season. She was a monster in that because most of the damage was dealt through by blocking. And for someone who hasn't memorized Yelena's special attacks yet, if I didn't ban Yelena, I was going to lose to her thanks to her specials. Because, yeah, but not only that, she's just good, like, in any meta, really, it looks like. Like, there are people higher tier Battlegrounds from live streams that I saw, where they were running 6-star Ascended and rank 5 Yelenas, because she's that good. And they were struggling to kill her, which, for a 6-star at this point, when the endgame, like, people at the top tippy tier are running like a deck of primarily 7-star rank 3s and 7-star rank 4s. That's really, really impressive, which is why I want this gal so much. And also because my girlfriend really likes this character as well, from the Marvel movies. But I think she's similar to Bullseye and Serpent. I think she's got another one of these characters that looks fairly decent on attack as well. So yeah, and I think she's just annoying, and the fact that you can't, well, from what we've seen, that the 6-star Ascended was causing trouble for like people high up in Battlegrounds, Alliance War. She's gonna be a mainstay in the skill class for a very, very long time, hopefully. But yeah, I really want her. I opened all my 6-star shards to try and get her, and I didn't get her. She was the only one out of the feature champions in that crystal I didn't fucking get, and she was the one I wanted the most. But alas, we move on. Now, these next two was really, really tough, but number 2, I'd have to say, is Bastion. Bastion, if it wasn't for number 1, and me fucking about with number 1 a lot more than he would, than him, he'd probably be number 1 for me, but I've been more impressed with what I've seen from the champion at number 1 than Bastion at this current time. Not to say Bastion's bad, because he's at number 2 for a reason, and I've been wanting another decent tech attacker for a very, very long time. Yes, I know. I still love Ironheart. He's not going to replace Ironheart for me because I still thoroughly enjoy Ironheart. But Bastion, oh, he is really, really good. Pursuit on his heavy attack, so he can take other champions other than mutants. He deals with mutants so well. Like, he's basically our current. He's basically our current day's Nimrod. When Nimrod just shredded everything, he's now shredding all the current meta relevant mutants. So I think that he's going to be at least a mainstay. Maybe in certain BG metas, because yes, his damage is good, but it's not quite at the par where because a lot of BGs is about speed as well, which I wish wasn't a thing. But that's the way the game mode is. But so there are other champions that are just quicker than him, but he's safe. It does take a little bit slower, but it's not really that bad. But yeah, I just love this guy. Again, another character alongside Jean. I've wanted in the game pretty much since I saw X-Men 97, and he was like the big bad. I was like, can we please have Bastion in MCOC? And it took like just over a year, but we got him. And the best thing about him is, I think, is his main damage source is disintegration damage. And no one's immune to that yet. So, he can take stuff like Bullseye because he's got a pursuit. And also he is resistant to bleed and poison as well. And his regeneration rate cannot be reduced by poison, which I just read there as well. I think the Awaken ability is probably worth it because Personal Fury potency is increased and you get that through his special too. But he's got the virus charges similar to like Warlock. He's like an amalgamation of some like my favorite champions. Like obviously he's got the pursuit of like Prowler and Dazzler. He can deal with Onslaught very well. Similar to Jack-O-Lantern. But I think Jack-O-Lantern, in terms of speed, Jack-O-Lantern's quicker than this guy, but I think Bastion's still a little bit more safer. Because the way he deals with Crush is great as well. Because where is it? Yeah, when inflicted with bleed, poison, or crush effect, Bastion gains a 10-second self-repair buff, which is nice. And also he gains a benefit when you have a Sentinel Relic paired with him as well. But yeah, just special 2, and then get to a special 1. Obviously you need the disintegration up, which I need to learn. It needs a second hit of the heavy attack, not the first. I need to draw that into my head. And then you get these big red disintegration red numbers, excuse me. So yeah, that is Bastion coming at number 2. Absolutely love the guy, but number 1 for me is Spider-Woman. Now, I am a big fan of Spider-Ham, the little piggy. And she is very similar to how Spider-Ham deals damage in terms of like Power Sting, but she's just got a lot more utility. She's one of the very few science champions that has buffs in their kit, which is extremely rare. Because the only character I use quite kind of religiously in the science class that has buffs is Overseer, because I can't really think of anyone else who has them, which that kind of interesting. But her powers again. It's similar to Spider-Ham, in that the more power they use, the more damage those power stings do. So you want to get the opponent's special 2, and the health bar was gone. Like, I want this woman as a 7-star. I really, really do. I think she's definitely my favorite champion of the year so far. And depending on if we do get Lizard this year, I think she could. If we don't get Lizard this year, because he's my most wanted character to come to the game, she's probably going to be number 1, unless by some sheer miracle there is a character that comes out that does something that is better than her, or has a playstyle that I just like a lot more, or I just fall in love with another character. But yeah, just a great character. She deals with Enchantress so well too because of her debilitate, and it's so easy to get. She just her power sting damage is nuts. I do want to put her in my BG deck for this meta, which I need to send her, so we're gonna do that right now. Live Ascension. Fuck it. There we are. Send it to Spider-Woman. So yeah, that's where I'm going to end this video, is Spider-Woman in at number 1. Great utility. I said, she's Spider-Ham just with so much more utility. And I still love Spider-Ham, but Spider-Woman, I think, could possibly dethrone him as the Power Sting champion. So that's going to be it for this video. So, quick rundown for those of you who skipped to the end. Because why did you do that, first of all? So Zola in at number 5, then Jean Grey, then Yelena, and then my top 2, Bastion, and then Spider-Woman at number 1. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, feel free to like it. Dislike it if you disliked it. And if you like this video, check out some other content on this channel. And if you like my other content, feel free to turn the red subscribe button to grey. And I shall see you all in the next one. Goodbye.